Hello, this is Avi Ben David at Mulholland, and I want to show you um, a beautiful gate in here, but kind of give you an overall about wood. Anybody who's doing gates that made out of wood, especially if it's redwood, cedar, or things like that. This is the gate that we didn't make, but sometimes when we make things like that. We have situations where people are expecting everything to be absolutely perfect, and I always tell people, gates are never perfect, because number one, they made by hand, piece by piece, and second, when you work with things that come out of nature, such as wood, you can never totally control what the wood gonna do. Wood comes from different species, and also um, coming from different suppliers, different transportation, different seasons where it was cut. Sometimes it was more wet, more dry. So when you're gonna see things like that, don't get nervous or anything like that. Those kind of things happen, and wood gates are, I always mention to people, they're not pianos or things that like a piece of furniture that's sitting in your house. They're outside, they're dealing with the elements on a daily basis, with different weather, and they're always alive. They are breathing, drinking, and they are expanding, contracting, and those kind of things are totally natural that they'll happen. So sometimes people even look at things like that and say, look at those splits in here, I don't like it, and you're going like, you know that's how it is. I mean, there is different material that you can use if you want to see if you don't like to see things like that and what have you, or little splits like that might happen, or here. So if you know that those kind of things will bother you, even though it's a gate and you're never really going to get close to it, you're just going to drive in and out through it and look at it from a distance. And when you're looking at it from a distance, it looks absolutely nice, you know. And that's really the idea of a gate, to look nice. And it's not a piece of furniture where you're seeing it or sitting on it, or getting very close to it. So don't let those things bother you, and don't go mad on your contractor when he's trying to help you get a gate like that done. The only thing I'm asking always contractors, just let people know ahead of time, and if you figure out that it's going to bother them, just don't use this kind of wood. Go with wood that is more expensive. Sometimes it's 2, 3, 4 times more, but you can get wood the Ipe wood, for example, is a lot more dense, a lot more strong, about 2 or 3 times heavier than redwood, but not going to give you a lot more smoother kind of a situation. You're going to pay probably about double, sometimes 3 times more for a project like that, for example. But if that the kind of a thing will bother a client, the contractor should let them know, give them the choices, and explain that. So we have it on our agreements. We let people know that we cannot control the wood totally. We do whatever we can as far as treatments and things like that, but still we cannot guarantee that they're not going to be a split or things like that, like you can see in here. So just like a little explanation before you do anything, and before you spend a lot of money on a gate, just be smart, know that those kind of things can happen, and if you have an OCD issue and things like that, which is totally respectful, and just go with different materials. There is also you know, Trex material, there is aluminum material, things that are powder coated and gives you more perfection. But wood, that's the beauty of it. This is why a lot of people go in with reclaimed wood, even though it's old, been around for sometimes a few hundred years, and it's all you know, looks old with cracks and all that, but it's modern, it's beautiful. A lot of people like it, and they pay even more for wood that looks distracted. So that's what it is. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Avi Ben David at Mulholland Security, and we do lots of gates. We do hundreds of gates every year with my great team around the Los Angeles area. And I'm at 1-800-5625-770. Thank you and have a beautiful day.